Doctor Who is currently within its 7th season, with Matt Smith playing the 11th Doctor. Now, the last couple episodes have been Journey to the Center of the TARDIS, The Crimson Horror, and Nightmare in Silver. Also, we are approaching now the time of the season finale, which is to be titled The Name of the Doctor. Before we get there, however, I've got a couple theories. Now, I didn't start watching Doctor Who until my brother, who was a longtime fan, got me hooked with the episode Silence in the Library. I saw it the day it originally aired, and I thought it was fantastic, absolutely brilliant. And then they continued on with Forest of the Dead, a wonderful conclusion to part 1. So I was there for the introduction of River Song, an extensively important time to begin watching the current Doctor Who, I think. Now, these theories of mine are mostly just speculation, because I am not a die-hard Doctor fan. My brother, however, my twin brother, he is the one. I mean, he's seen practically every episode since An Unearthly Child, which originally aired back in November of 1963. He's also the one who dressed as the Doctor when he went to the Renaissance Fair, and is currently in the process of painting his bedroom door to look like the TARDIS. I mean, come on. He is probably the one to ask for accurate theories. Me? These are all just speculation based on what I've seen in the past. So, sorry, but you're stuck with me. Let's go. So here's what we know as Doctor Who fans. From the episode Journey to the Center of the TARDIS, we know that there is a book called The History of the Time War in the library. We also know that historically the Time War ended long ago. But here's where I started thinking. Historically speaking, the Time War is already over, but I believe in the Doctor's personal timeline, it's actually his future. And I believe the Doctor is a pivotal point in the outcome of the Time War. See, somewhere in his past, the Doctor, while time traveling, came across a book titled The History of the Time War. Out of pure curiosity, he picked up the book, stashed it away in his library, read up on the future, and accidentally discovered who he is to become and the major role he is to play in the war. And for whatever reason, he doesn't like what he's discovered, and so he's been running ever since. Burp, side note. This concept would also explain why he has such a respect for the future and not going ahead and reading ahead and avoiding spoilers. It makes sense when you think about it. And side note, he said so himself. He's just a daft old man who stole a magic box, and he's been running ever since. Running from his own future, because he's read up on it and he knows what's to come. So why does he hide his name? Well, I believe that the very identity of the Doctor is what makes him such a pivotal point in the war. Once his name is revealed, he won't be able to run anymore, and that's exactly what he's afraid of. We all know that the Doctor hates endings, and his greatest fear is his own. In the episode Forest of the Dead, River Song whispers to the Doctor his name. The Doctor later reveals through a conversation with River Song there's only one time he ever could have told her his name, and he knows this because he read it in that ancient book in the TARDIS. I believe that this one time is a fixed point in the history of the Time War, and River Song, although never identified in the book on its history, was there during that pivotal moment in the war. The Doctor has read the history of the Time War. He knows what's going on. He knows who he is in it. He even is aware of this one moment in which he would have said his name to someone. But I believe that the book on its history does not identify River Song, just a mysterious woman who is relevant for whatever reason in this point in time. So, the Doctor, knowing that there's only one time he would ever reveal his name to someone, and knowing who he is to be in the Time War, realizes in that moment just who River Song is. And that's why the Doctor's face becomes so serious when River Song whispers his name into his ear, because he realizes in that moment the prevalence of the reality in her existence. The fact that she's there and knows his name is only further evidence to the weight of this mysterious point in time in which the Doctor would have revealed his name. It's as if River Song is the very physical manifestation of the history recorded in that ancient book in the TARDIS, and in that moment it only becomes all the more real to the Doctor. And that is what I believe regarding his name in the Time War. So regarding Clara, I don't actually have an idea or any sort of theory, so I brought in my classy and highly intelligent twin brother in to explain. He has an idea that is absolutely brilliant. So come on, bro. Take a seat.
Hello.
So regarding Clara, tell me your idea.
You know about fixed points in time, right?
Yes.
I believe that Clara is a fixed person in time. So if she dies, then she'll reappear somewhere again in time.
So it's kind of like the paradoxes that the Doctor talks about, that in time travel there's paradoxes that resolve themselves. And specifically, if in any point in time, for whatever reason, she's a fixed person in time, she always has to exist. And
yes.
If she were to die, the universe will resolve that paradox by creating a whole nother lifestyle for her to exist in. A whole nother series of memories and series of existence, really.
Yes. She'll be the same person, but with different memories and no memories of existing at different points in time.
Almost like the Doctor with each regeneration, although he does remember his past self, so that's a little different. But kind of like that. Similar, in a sense.
Yeah.
That's really quite brilliant. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, well, thank you for being on my show. I appreciate it. So, I'm gonna go get a snack. Do you want anything?
No, I'm good.
Alright, I'll be right back. Hi, man. Dude, where'd you... Ah, whatever. These are our theories, but they're merely speculation. So let us know what you think. Leave comments about your theories, and let's all find out the truth this Saturday with the 7th season finale of Doctor Who, The Name of the Doctor. Cool. Thanks for watching.
I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
You're the Doctor.